Welcome back, dear viewers. You're watching The Breakfast Show live on Nile TV International. It's now time for a second topic of discussion for today. And as we noted in our introduction, we're going to be talking about yesterday's match for the CAF, the Super Cup. Al Ahly has won over RSB Berkane of Morocco and won its, Al Ahly has gained its 21st title in the CAF Super Cup. And to shed more light on this topic, we're most delighted to be joined over the phone by Mr. Hatem Maher, sports critic. A very good morning, Mr. Hatem, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, thank you.
Mr. Hatem, first of all, how did you see the team formation for both teams last night, and your view of the match?
I think Ali coach Pizzo Mosimani played with his ideal starting lineup. His choices were the natural one that he usually picks. Maybe the only criticism directed at the South African coach is that he doesn't start with Salah Mohsen, who usually makes all the difference off the bench. But otherwise, I think his choices were very good. His selection was good. And Ahly once again confirmed their domination of African football by winning even when they are not at their best. And this is one of the great features of big teams like Ahly. Al Ahly in the first half, they played poorly. Berkane were unlucky not to score on at least a couple of occasions. But Ahly managed to recover in the second half with a clinical display, and this is one of the features of Ahly even in this year. Sometimes Mosimani is criticized for some disappointment. This criticism is not fair. The picture schedule that Ahly are got the string of injuries that hit the team recently. They were forced to play without many of the key players. All those factors, I think, given all those factors, I think Mosimani should be credited for keeping Ahly's winning run and winning every single title so far. Apart from the Club World Cup, which Ahly also made an achievement by finishing third, Mosimani won every title he played in. So I think he's doing very well. I think by the time when he gets some time to prepare his team, maybe in the off-season, maybe after the season ends, the team will even be in a better shape.
Mr. Hatem, as an expert, was Al Ahly's victories last night somehow predictable?
Yeah, definitely. I believe there's a gulf in class between Ahly and Berkane. Berkane even are not doing well in their own domestic league. There's a big difference between both teams. Ahly's victory was totally expected. What wasn't expected, the poor first half display. But like I said, Ahly have the expertise to turn the tide in their favor, even when they are not at their best. And that was evident today.
Mr. Hatem, who do you think, in your opinion, was last night's man of the match?
For me, man of the match was Mohamed Sharif. He's one of the very promising strikers in Egyptian football. The timing of his strike was crucial because afterwards Ahly assumed control of the whole game just because of a single moment of brilliance from Mohamed Sharif. His strike was not an easy goal. He was collected the ball in the back, and then he managed to turn and hit a powerful shot into the corner of the net. This was a moment of hit the scale in Ahly's table. So it was very crucial. And after Mohamed Sharif also comes Salah Mohsen, who once again demonstrates his ability to when he comes off the bench. I think Salah Mohsen's will force Mosimani to have a rethink and maybe to relegate finish Shahat to bench and rely more on Salah, because every time he gets a chance, he grasps it with both hands. So I think he deserves a chance to be in the starting lineup.
Mr. Hatem, following Al Ahly's victory, the players dedicated their medals to the president of Al Ahly's club. How do you see this gesture?
This was a very good gesture, and it underlines the relationship between the chairman Mahmoud Khatib and the players. He has an iconic status at the club, and the players love him for various reasons. He's an icon for them. He's an idol. He's one of the greatest ever players, not in Ahly, not in Egypt, but in African football. Coupled with his management skills and his persona, his calm demeanor, and the way he manages any problems. I think this was a gesture, a very good gesture that Al-Khatib, for all the work he has done over the past few years. Ahly are enjoying one of the best spells maybe in the history. If they get the same streak, maybe if they manage to win the treble this season, like last season, that would be unprecedented. To win it in 2 straight years, this has never happened. Even when Ahly had maybe greater generations of players. So this all makes what Khatib does is unique in the history of Ahly. So I think the gesture was very good, and Al-Khatib fully deserved.
Indeed. And also, Mr. Hatem, as an expert, how did you see the refereeing team overseeing last night's match?
There were not much debate with the decision yesterday. I think it was a straightforward, easy game. Apart from maybe the one incident that sometimes talked about yesterday, the foul committed by Ahly defender Yasser Ibrahim. Some think that he was lucky to escape a second booking because he already had a yellow card, and that foul he could have incurred another card and he could have been sent off. But I think otherwise the game was easy and there were not any debatable decisions that could have changed the course of the game. So I think
Mr. Hatem, do you have my voice?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes. Go ahead, please. Sorry to cut you off.
No problem. No, I just think it was an easy game, and he did well. So
yeah.
And the existence of VAR would have made even any content. It wouldn't be a problem even if there was a decision that might be somewhat controversial.
Mr. Hatem, the next steps for each squad, in your opinion?
Sorry?
The next steps for each squad. Al Ahly has gained its 21st title, and what do you think are the next steps or milestones?
The main target for Ahly in the coming period would be definitely the African Champions League. Winning it for a second straight year would be one of the achievements of Al Ahly. So I think this will be the main focus. Al Ahly have a difficult clash against Esperance of Tunisia. This will be, I believe this will be a totally different game than the one against Sundowns, because Esperance are more physical, and they will probably cause Ahly much more problems than what Sundowns had to offer. So Ahly should be on alert. Ahly should avoid the kind of defensive mistakes that they have been committing lately, like their vulnerability in set pieces. I think Mosimane should work on that, because Ahly concede many goals from set pieces, and Esperance are very good in set pieces. So they must be very careful. I think if Ahly manage to overcome Esperance, they will win we will win the Champions League.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Mr. Hatem Maher, sports critic. We appreciate your input, and thank you so much for joining us on The Breakfast Show. And dear viewers, by this we wrap up today's episode. Just a quick recap of what we discussed. We talked about Egypt starting to co-manufacture electronic devices, and we also talked about the Ahli's victory over the Berkane of Morocco and winning the 21st title of the CAF Super Cup. Dear viewers, you're in the company of myself, Karim Gamaluddin, and my colleague Dina Hussein. Until we meet again, this is goodbye.